Easter Sunday, the road to Emmaus. Two of the disciples of Jesus were talking on their way from Jerusalem to a village called Emmaus. Now as they were talking, Jesus himself came up and walked by their side, but something prevented them from recognizing him. He said to them, "What matters are you discussing as you walk along?" Then one of them, called Cleopas, answered him, "You must be the only person staying in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have been happening there these last few days." "What things?" he asked. And they began to tell Jesus about everything that had happened to him and how our chief priests handed him over to be crucified. Our own hope had been that he would be the one to set Israel free. Plus, 2 whole days have gone by since it all happened, and some women went to the tomb and saw that the body of Jesus was missing, and that others had gone to see if it was true and saw that his body was really gone. Then he said to them, "You foolish men, so slow to believe the full message of the prophets." Then he explained the scripture passages to the disciples. As they reached the village, Jesus made it as if to go on, but the disciples asked him to stay with them, so Jesus stayed with them. Now at the table, he took the bread and said the blessing. Then he broke it and handed it to them. At once their eyes were opened and they recognized him, but he had vanished from their sight. "Did not our hearts burn within us as he talked to us on the road and explained the scriptures to us?" The disciples immediately set out and returned to Jerusalem. There they found the 11 assembled together with their companions, and they told their story of what had happened on the road and how they had recognized him at the breaking of bread.
Happy Easter, friends! Thank you for joining us on this Lenten journey, and we hope that your Lenten journeys have been both fruitful and prayerful.
In today's Easter Gospel on the road to Emmaus, it reminds us of the importance of sharing the risen Christ to others, just as the disciples did after encountering Jesus on the road.
In this period of proclaiming the risen Christ, each one of us have experienced the saving power of Jesus in this past Lenten journey.
Yes, and today we claim the truth that Jesus is the source of our life and our refuge.
And hence the theme for our Lenten reflections, Jesus, my refuge, my life.
Therefore, as we close off this series, we challenge you to share who the risen Christ is to you, both on Instagram
and to a family member or friend who needs to hear this message of hope in this season of Easter. And with that, we would like to wish you all a very
Blessed Easter!